so this is what we now build. What all of you have initially, when I first met India, we were building GPUs that fit into a PCI Express card that goes into your PC. This is what a GPU looks like today. This is Blackwell. Incredible system that is designed to study data at an enormous scale. A massive system designed to study data at an enormous scale so that we could discover patterns and relationships and learn the meaning of the data. I just want to say that in order to build the Blackwell system, of course the Blackwell GPU is involved, but it takes 7 other chips. TSMC manufacture all of these chips. Blackwell is in full production, and we're expecting to deliver in volume production in Q4. About the system, let me show it to you. This is NVLink, and it goes across the entire back spine of a rack of GPUs. And these GPUs are all connected from the top to the bottom using NVLink, driving these incredible SerDes, the world's longest driving SerDes for copper. And it connects all of these GPUs together. 72 dual GPU packages of Blackwells, 144 GPUs, connected together so it's one giant GPU. Let's talk about now how we're going to use this technology. This is the headline I thought was really good. NVIDIA is AI in India. The first thing that you have to realize is that in order to build an AI ecosystem in any industry or in any country, you have to start first with the ecosystem of the infrastructure. And we announced that Yoda, that E2E, Tata Communications, and our other partners are joining us to build fundamental computing infrastructure here in India. And in just 1 year's time, by the end of this year, we will have nearly 20 times more compute here in India than just a little over a year ago. And we've worked with partners here in India to build the Hindi large language model. And Hindi large language model, as you know, there's 25 different formal languages here in India, with apparently a dialect every 1,500 kilometers. And so you don't have to go very far before you need to train another model. And so here in India, if anybody, this is the hardest language model region in the world. I have another special guest, and you will surely know him as well. An industry pioneer, someone we can genuinely say help digitalize India and help build the fabric of the modern internet India that we know. Ladies and gentlemen, Mukesh Ambani. Well, this morning we've been talking about AI. Mm-hmm. And the last time you and I spent time together, we were talking about AI. And the time before that, we were talking about AI. And now you could see we don't really have much to talk about aside from AI. And no one has contributed more, Mukesh, to help India become a high-tech and a deep-tech India.
And while I was listening to you, you talked about NVIDIA being an exotic place. And I was thinking that when you are in India, I've got to give you my version of what NVIDIA means to me. And I was just thinking about it backstage. There's a very important word linked, which is called Vidya, Vidya. In Hindi, as we are all determined to make the best LLM in Hindi, right? In Hindi, Vidya means knowledge.
I knew I named the company right.
What you are driving
Thank you.
is the knowledge revolution converting into what I call the intelligence revolution. And that drives prosperity across the world for all the 8 billion people. And I think that what we are at the doorsteps of is the new intelligence age. And on behalf of everybody, I am very proud to have you as my friend, and welcome to India, and thank you for actually contributing to the world to bring the intelligence age in our lifetime, and hopefully, together with everybody, this can drive to more prosperity for all the 8 billion people in the world, and particularly the 1.5 billion people in India.
One of the things that I want to announce with you, as you know, in order to lead in artificial intelligence, you need to have AI model technology that India has. You need to have data, massive quantities of data. And using the last thing you need is AI infrastructure. And we're announcing that Reliance and NVIDIA are partnering to build AI infrastructure here in India.
Absolutely.
The thing that I will say is that in order ultimately to create that into a flywheel is one of the great advantages that India has, which is a very large population of users. And the partnership that we have is to start that journey, to build the underlying infrastructure so that India could have your own infrastructure. You surely have your own computer science expertise. And you also have your data, you have a giant population of users to drive that flywheel.
And you know, Jensen, where I see our partnership and is really, in a sense, I was waiting for your GB200s to mature, because like you from first principles, I don't like doing anything but the best technology. And now your GB200, right, is undoubtedly the best technology.
Mukesh,
and I'm looking forward.
All of my technology is the best technology.
India will start with what is the absolute best that you have. We are building infrastructure, right? And we think big, so we're building infrastructure for 1 gigawatt, which can be expandable to multiple gigawatts at one location. We already have the green power so that we are not dependent on anybody else for power. We are building this so that we can scale this, and as your multiple order of magnitude technologies come, we will build our infrastructure. Right? We have to repeat a geo for intelligence to be really affordable, available to the common people. Great respect for my friend Mark Zuckerberg, because by bringing open source to the world of intelligence, he has given everybody the opportunity to participate in this revolution.
Yeah,
and
Llama
to be
3 has
state of the art.
activated every single company, every single industry around the world. It's incredible.
And what you have done with Llama 3 also, right?
Thank you.
Is, and all of us, we can build on top of that. And to my mind, this move of Mark will be written in the history, right? When we look at it 100 years from now, that open source, all the big things in the world have helped on open source. Linux was open source. And I think that at least from
Cloud
an
computing.
India point of view,
cloud
right,
computing.
we can use Llama as a base model. It allows all of us to develop on top of a state-of-the-art model, and surely then we can fine-tune, train, retrain, do everything else. And I am sure that there is somebody in this audience who is very bright and very young, and we will have, right, into the future, an Indian model, right, as you very rightly said, which might be 10x of Llama. And that will happen from India, and I hope and pray that our young people will do that. But we are looking forward to a development center where we take core of your tools and train hundreds of thousands of developers in India to use all the enterprise tools, to use the Omniverse tools, so that we can really apply intelligence in a practical way. And to me, this is just the starting of this intelligence age. It's in a few years from now, right? we will surprise the world with what India and Indians can achieve in the intelligence market.
It will certainly we would agree that this is an extraordinary time for the world. And this is an extraordinary opportunity for India to have precisely the conditions, to have such a large population and large industry of computer scientists at a time when this industry, the computing industry, is going to become the intelligence industry. Leveraging on everything that you have, leveraging on everything that you know, and your indigenous advantage, enormous amounts of data, a large population of consumers to drive that flywheel of intelligence to data, data to intelligence, intelligence to data, and have the national will to go do something about it. This is such an extraordinary time, and I am honored and privileged to be partnered with you to do this. And let's make it a promise today that we will work together so that India could take advantage of the intelligence revolution that's ahead of us. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank
That was
you.
good.